Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he is thrilled to be back at his alma mater. All of the things that make this place so special, he is so familiar with. And he knows that he can bring this place to a better than a top 25 finish. He understands that they were good last year, but...
And the Gamecocks kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bison will have the first possession in this one as their offense comes out to go to work. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has...
There he goes! He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Quickly complete.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. On the ground with the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Strong, firm tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Gamecocks offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. He'll run it again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Swings it out to his running back. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Collins. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I'm just waiting for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll send the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Scott. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. He's got 43 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Trying to barge in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right down the middle. It's caught. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The run inside. It's Scott. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Now on second down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Hayes. It's complete. Turning it on. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking for a gap, it's Scott. Breaks the tackle. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Line getting set on second down. They'll go right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll try to run for it. Spins away from the defender. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Scott. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. 3rd and 4. Keeps it himself. Finding some room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. This quarterback part of their running game. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throwing right. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Collins. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Brown wants to pass. On the move, he fires. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The give headed toward right tackle. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Fights off a defender. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Caught by Williams on the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Picks up the 1st down. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He'll get rid of it. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Brown will throw it. He fires one deep down the right side. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corners
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. With the catch, it's Scott. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got him downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. The throw finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Makes the grab. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. It is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Huskers looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Fargo. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in at the 25. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Looking for space. It's Scott. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Caught by Williams on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They got a chunk of it, picking up 8 on that last pass. Now it's 3rd and 2. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running inside, it's Scott. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And his slips just inside that right upright. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7. He'll bring it out. It's Gentry. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Savage. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Williams got it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There's some room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackled there by the defense. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Scott. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. 2nd and inch is a really good time to take a shot. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go right back to the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Brown will throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it up to 30. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
I like the aggressive play call there on offense. You're taking a shot on 3rd and short. And maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to go for it on 4th. But really nice route, beautiful throw. I don't know if the defense was expecting that, and they gave up a big one through the air.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Scott. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down play from the gun. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Tight end now in motion. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped edges short. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So this gets a bit more challenging on 3rd and goal after the untimely false start, which brings to mind, are there timely false starts? This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Dead center perfect. Had to settle for the field goal. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. It's complete to the right. They make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. He'll take it himself. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the fourth.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. That's caught by Williams.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Grab near the marker. It's Collins. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Brown wants to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Myers.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebacker.
Maybe a crease. Touchdown, North Dakota State! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Got a first down. Breaks into the open. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following on for a massive fumble recovery.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. That's caught by Williams. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And guys, they'll try to make up for a couple of unproductive plays here on 3rd and 10. Brown will throw it. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They boot it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville State's offense comes out ready to start this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it, but more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And they got him.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're setting up the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The kick is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll heave it deep. Upstairs to make the catch. Breaks free, and he might be gone. The tag. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And these plays take time to develop. Nice job by the offensive line, buying some time. And how about the quarterback with a great decision? Seeing his receiver start on the left side, come all the way across the formation, get him the football. He does the rest, gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Finding an escape route. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Might have a chance. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Reading the option, it's Brown.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking for room, it's Mitchell. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Got enough space. Quarterback just kept it himself, picked up the 1st down, and that's going to do it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
And this is the favorite formation in the offense. This is what you want to end every game with. Victory formation, take a knee. You can tell the crowd's into it, digging it, and they're loving the victory.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.